Hello, Professor Nguyen in History 86 class. My name is Jerry P. Bautista, and this is going to be my third History Matters project, and I'll be referencing Chapter 6, the Chapter 6 lecture that Professor Nguyen has talked about in his audio recording. And the three props, well, actually, four props I'm going to be using is one, a train, two, this thing, basically my parts of my graduation cap and gown and stuff, and three, a jacket that represents my high school. And the reason why I'm gonna be using these things is because these props are relating to what Professor Nguyen talked about when he was explaining about empires, tribes, and basically also exploration. So let's start off with the most fastest explanation. Um, this in trains. This is like an example of transportation. Um, since I'm talking about this trains, there were multiple methods of transportation, like cars, boats, airplanes, etc. But since I'm talking about transportation like trains in general, I kind of want to that this train is referencing to Professor Nguyen when he talks about boats and the Polynesians. The Polynesians were the people that explored the most land out of the greatest empires, like the Roman Empire and the Chinese Empire. So yeah, that's why I use this as a prop to explain and show how transportation and technological advances that different countries make are used to for exploration purposes, etc. And next, I'm going to be talking about tribes. I'm a former West Torrance High School graduate, class of 2020. And basically, right here, this is my cap that like represents part of my high school's graduating class of 2020. And the reason why I'm wearing this is because a lot of tribes that I've known, they have cultural clothing. Um, this hat, well, actually, this cap that I may be wearing may not have like feathers, leaves, beads, and all the things that these cultural tribes had, but this is a representation of culture because this is a graduating culture, and this is what I'm referring to as for the cultural tribes that use beads, feathers, leaves, whatever they used on their hats, what they wear to represent their tribe and represent where they're from. Setting this aside, and also basically clothing. As you can see right here, my jacket. Yeah, ASB. I was in ASB in high school. I don't know if you can see this clearly, but it says ASB Class Council. So yeah, I was a student representative in my high school during my senior year. Yeah, only my senior year. So when I was about to graduate, um, that's when I was a class representative. But moving on from that, setting aside that story, um, there's also tribes that have certain clothing. Um, they have certain marks and patterns, styles that they use to have a certain representation to know where that person is from. Like, I'm from here, I'm from there, I'm from this tribe, I'm from that tribe, I'm from this department of the tribe, I'm like the leader of this tribe, I'm the worker of this tribe, I'm a soldier. They have certain clothing and apparel for certain like jobs and roles and placements of people in certain tribes and basically multiple tribes. And the last thing I want to show you is this. This is my insignia slash like symbol for my high school, which is West High Warriors. And basically, what's that about is it's about like signs and insignias and things that tribes use to mark um, their tribe. Like they use these icons per se. They have like, oh, this is the sign of my tribe and this is the sign of another tribe. Like they have these symbols. There's a word I'm looking for. Symbols that they have to use to show off what their tribe's about and who they are, and show other tribes and people around like the area to know that, oh, this is what their tribe is about and this is their tribe sign, etc., etc. So basically those four props represents the four props that I've used represents everything that Professor Nguyen went through in his chapter 6 lecture. And thank you for watching this video, and thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.